Hello, welcome to the XD Rawr Podcast, hosted by yours truly, Bocaj and Denialz.
What's up?
We'll be discussing a lot of topics, so sit back, open a can of soda, and enjoy the ride. Am I right, Daniel? My co-host?
Yeah, dude, got him, dude. Give me some.
Alright, let's get into the first topic. If I can... Alright. The arrow's not working. Hold on. Give me a second. Oh, there you go. Alright. This transatlantic slave trade, also known as the Atlantic slave trade, was a commercial and economic enterprise. The slave trade provided a dramatic example of the consequences resulting from particular intersections of history and geography. It involved several regions, such as Portugal, Britain, France, Spain, and the Dutch empires. The Portuguese were the first to engage in the transatlantic slave trade, and many slaves were moved from Africa to the Americas. It was the biggest deportation in history and a determining factor in the world economy of the 18th century. Millions of Africans were torn from their families and their homes, deported to the American continent, and sold as slaves. The trade proceeded in 3 steps. The ships left Western Europe for Africa, loaded with goods which were to be exchanged for slaves. Upon their arrival in Africa, the captains traded their merchandise for captive slaves. Weapons and gunpowder were the most important commodities, but textiles, pearls, and other manufactured goods, as well as rum, were also in high demand. Now, my co-host, how do you feel about this predicament as we see here?
Well, I know this was a very controversial argument, especially during the Civil War ages.
I really didn't know. We don't need your opinion. All right, next topic.
All right.
Review of The Office. How do you feel about The Office, Daniel?
Well, I like the starring of Steve Carell and Sebastian in it.
True.
True.
You're very smart. I mean, wait,
I
cut that part out. Anyways, so the characters. What can we say about the characters?
I like that Jim guy.
Jim's pretty cool. Reminds me of my dad.
Yeah.
I like Pam.
Yeah,
she reminds me of like my mom.
My mom. Yeah.
Sort of brothers. Anyways, what are the sets? I like the sets. I like how they can come up with a lot of creative ideas with just one room of an office. It's sort of nice to see.
It's actually like 2 rooms.
All right, well, shut up. Anyways, yeah, I sort of like how you can just fit a whole story in just one office. It's pretty crazy to believe that. And
it's truly amazing that they could just do that without an actual set, and they did it in an actual building, which not a lot of people do in their shows.
Yeah, and especially the story. The story of the Office goes really in depth. I really enjoy The Office. Not gonna lie, the story makes me happy. It almost made me cry. When you're feeling that you're almost gonna cry, but you're not really going to because you're a man, not like a little cheeky baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the story, and how it makes me feel. That's how it makes me feel. Am I right?
Yeah, you're right. Got it.
I know.
I give. What's your rating on it, Bocaj?
I don't know. I mean, especially from the memes alone, I'd have to give it an 11 out of 10 because I just love the memes. These are so funny.
Yeah,
aren't these such XD Rawrs?
So in total, you give it 11 out of 10.
No, I give the memes an 11 out of 10. I give The Office a 3 out of 10. This is a seriously horrible show. Honestly. All right. From what I said previously, those are the only good parts about it, right? The worst part, I just don't like the characters. Oh shoot! I clicked
Especially that Jim guy.
Yeah, true.
Especially that Jim guy.
His character's so unbelievable. All I can think when I'm watching him is just yeah, and his nose is big. He's got a big nose.
You Jews.
What?
Cut that out.
What?
Dude, cut the clip.
And the Pam, I don't know. She doesn't resemble my mom at all. I was just trying to make the show feel better, but honestly, yeah. And the story sucks. And Oscar.
All right. My rating for it is 5 cheeseburgers out of 7. So
that's a respectable rating. I agree with that. Honestly, all right. I'm changing mine from a 3 out of 10 to a 4 out of 10 because I like that review.
All right. Next one.
Next thing in the podcast.
This next slide is actually a very exciting one.
It is a cover of Buddy Holly. Yes, we are covering Buddy Holly.
Buddy Holly.
On our podcast.
By Weezer.
Sung by Bocaj and Denialz.
You guys ready for this?
We are about to start it right now. So, Get it? Homies, this is my girl. Why do they get from? What did we ever do to these guys that made them so violent? Ooh, and you know I'm yours. Ooh, and I know you're mine. Ooh, and that's for all the times I look just like Buddy Holly. And you're married Tyler Moore. I don't care what they say about us anyway. I don't care about that. Alright, Dan, you want to solo this part?
No.
Alright, let me play it. Don't you ever feel I'm always there? I know that you need help. You know now. Twisted, stars are sled. You need a guardian. Ooh, and you know I'm yours. Ooh, and I know you're mine. Ooh, and that's for all the time. With you, I look just like Buddy Holly. And you're married Tyler Moore. I don't care what they say about us anyway. I don't care about that. I don't care about that. Alright.
Stay tuned for more happy days.
What happened?
Oh, bang! Knock on the door. Another big bang. Get down on the floor. Oh no! What do you do? Don't look now. I lost my shoe. I can't run. I can't kick. What's the matter, babe? Are you feeling sick? What's the matter? What's the matter? What's the matter? What's the matter? What's the matter, babe? Are you feeling blue? And that's for all the times. Ooh, I look just like Buddy Holly. And you're married Tyler Moore. I don't care what they say about us anyway. I don't care about that. 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 Dun dun. Thanks for listening to our cover of Buddy Holly. Massive success, massive hit.
All right. Next to the next thing, we have a sponsor actually, the XD Rawr Podcast and Dasani Water and Long John Silver's. So thank you to you three, especially Dasani Water. We will give you a massive sponsor, a massive boost in this current podcast. We will also be promoting the XD Rawr Podcast, and that's it. No, nothing else.
Yeah, Long John Silver, you suck.
All right. Yes, shut the fuck up, Long John. All right.
All right.
Now we have the water tier list.
All right, this is an ad from Dasani Water Bottle. Thank you for sponsoring us once again, Dasani. You will not be missed. Anyways,
okay,
here
so,
I do have
we're gonna put the Dasani water in F tier. I mean, S tier.
Yes, obviously Dasani will be in S tier, seeing as I love Dasani water. You do too. I'm actually drinking some Dasani water right now, as you can hear.
That's pretty packed. That's actually pretty packed.
I just tasted Dasani. All right.
Oh.
All right. Okay, we're skipping on.
Ozarka, I'll give that a B tier.
I don't know. Ozarka, it's sort of an L. I don't know. When I drink Ozarka, I'm thinking I'm in like some sort of like river and I'm just drinking it straight out of the river. I'm like, ew, what does that taste? Ew. You know what I mean? I'm like, do I trust this water? And I mean, it is American though. I do like the Texan flag behind it, but Ozarka, like, what is that name? I don't know. I don't trust it. I'd give it a C, but that's just me.
Yeah, I'll give it a C. All right.
Yeah, obviously, yeah. All right, Ozark is definitely a C. Now Fiji.
Fiji is pretty pog if you think about it. I'll give that
A what?
maximum an A tier.
Max, definitely, yeah. Fiji, yeah, Fiji is definitely like the rich person's water, but it's rich for a reason. It tastes delicious. Like when I'm drinking water, I want to taste that Fiji. And the name, it's like one of those volcanoes in the Hawaii's or whatever. And so that's definitely a nice taste. If you can read it, it does say natural Asian water. And so that's definitely something I like.
Yeah. The natural Asian water is a big part of it.
Yeah, so we'll just, oh, I'm sorry, hold on. Let me just, put that right there. Oh, let me just, put this right there. Wait, hold on, let me just put that right there. There you go, right there.
Alright.
Now, Nestle. Nestle.
Nestle.
Nestle
Yeah.
Pure Life Water. Now, we gotta make sure that
It's not PogChamp, but I am drinking it. Actually, I'm not drinking it.
But the problem with Nestle, and the best part about Nestle is that it's packed with 24 bottles. So you got to take that into consideration when you're grading Nestle. So it's not just a bottle; you get a whole pack of bottles when you buy Nestle, right? So even though it tastes like a C tier, it could be brought to a B tier because of the capacity of water it actually holds. You know what I mean? Because these two are all three of these only come with that one bottle, right?
And then Nestle comes with the whole package.
Yeah, Nestle comes with the whole package.
It's like a mashup.
So I gotta give.
It's like State Farm Home and Auto Insurance.
I gotta give Nestle a B tier. I mean, I think alone on its taste, C, D tier. Honestly, Nestle, you should just stick to making those chocolate milks with the bunny on it.
And Crunch Bars.
Yeah, the Cliffords. I like those. Other than that, you should just stay away from water unless you're packaging it in packs. That would be really. That's a good market.
I respectfully agree with you.
Now, Smart Water, right?
Smart Water is kind of PogChamp, but I don't think a lot of other people agree with me.
Smart Water is like what you drink when you're wanting to feel smart, but you're just not. You know what I mean?
But it comes in a bigger bottle, so it kind of gives you the same as Nestle. If you think about it.
But like
it's better than Ozarka, but I don't think it's as good.
The problem with
put it in
Smart Water. I don't know. The thing is about Smart Water is that I don't like when you're branding it as Smart Water. You want it to make you feel smart when you're drinking it. You know what I mean? Like when I'm drinking it, I don't feel my neurons firing in my brain. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't feel smarter drinking Smart Water. And like, what does it do that other water brands do? You know, it's just costier. It's inefficient. The bottle is clear, unlike Fiji, which is A tier definitely. Dasani still S tier though.
But before you rank it though, I think it's not as good as Nestle, but it definitely is better than Ozarka. So I think we should give it a C.5 tier.
C.5 definitely. So like in between.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah, I like that.
All right. Last one, Aquafina. That's kind of a weird gem, dude.
Okay, Aquafina. Like, all right, Aquafina is definitely not a sponsor because it is garbage. Okay, Aquafina is like what you give to homeless people. You know what I mean? Like when I'm in the car, I'm driving past a homeless person. They're waving their sign. I give them a nickel, and that nickel is Aquafina. You know what I mean?
I totally get you.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So Aquafina is definitely in the F tier, definitely in the F tier. And you know what? Let's move Dasani. You know what? Because I don't want to be unfair. These guys are our sponsors, but I'd like Dasani to
Yeah, total fairness. All right.
To be fair, we should be moving Dasani to the SSS tier. Let's be honest. Dasani's actually really good. I would move it to the SSS tier. Yes. Not because they're our sponsors, but not because they're our sponsors, but because they're genuinely good, and I like Dasani products, especially their water. Thank you, Dasani, for being our sponsors for this podcast, and we'd love to see you again. And that is our tier list for the water bottle tier list.
Thank you for joining us.
True. And
all right.
There's a couple more that I want to talk about. The debate. Yeah.
The debate. Excuse me.
No, hold on. No.
So
What? No. All right. So, the debate.
So, well, what is your opinion on this first? You could.
Well, to be honest, all right. So here's my opening remarks. 1 minute. Right now, let me get a timer. Timer. Let me look up a timer real quick. Timer. Clock. Let me just hold on. Just a little bit. Give me a second. 1 minute. Oops. It's like. All right.
You accidentally used the microwave clock.
I had to shut up. All right.
All right.
Opening remarks. 3, 2. All right. Debate. All right. Let me talk about bidets. Bidets. They are made by the French. French people are smart. Albert Einstein was French, I think. They're clean. I don't like stuff being on my butt. So what I do is, instead of wiping it with the toilet paper, which is obviously very okay, let me use this analogy real quick, okay? Imagine you rub mud on your fingers, right? You rub mud on your hands, whatever. You want to wash it off. You don't just grab a paper towel and just scratch it on your hands. You know what I mean? You gotta get water. You gotta wipe off the mud, and then you gotta use the paper towels to make it dry. You know what I mean? And that's sort of like my butt. When I'm spraying with my bidet. It's not gay because it's just water, whatever. I'm cleaning out the sides. I'm not going directly into the butt bung hole because that's just weird. But around, you know what I mean? It's good. It's clean. It's sanitary. It's better than what you would expect. All right, Daniel, your opening remarks.
All right. So first off, bidets are kind of weird, champ. All right, think about it. You're shooting water into your asshole. I'm not saying that's gay, but that's just weird, champ. That's kind of bad. Oscar, I'm sorry. There's nothing wrong with it, but it's kind of more like a luxury. It's not it's more of a convenience factor, right? It does waste a little bit of water, and it adds a little bit of extra to your water and electricity bill, which I think is also not enough to pay the price. But I mean, I don't know. Why would you pay to have a weird champ? All right, like water barely rinses off enough. If you have mud, you can wipe it off with a paper towel if you're in the wild. If you're in the wild and you take a shit, you're gonna have to rub that with a leaf. You don't have a bidet out there, alright? What are you gonna do? Take some salt water and pour it on there? Think not, alright? That shit's gonna sting your ass like a motherfucker.
Yeah. Alright, Daniel, your time's up. Alright. Rebuttal, 45 second rebuttal from both of us. Alright. So, okay, from what you said, right? You said, oh, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna burn. It's gonna whatever. Okay, alright. I
only said that if you use
okay,
water.
oh, it's my turn. Okay, it's my turn. When you're doing, you're wiping with a little paper towel, okay? It's gonna burn your butt, okay? Try and, rub some paper towels. Just okay, I don't have the softest toilet paper or whatever. But, when I'm rubbing there, you know what I mean? It's sort of itchy, you know what I mean? It's I might be doing it wrong, but it's itchy, it's uncomfortable. I'd rather have some cold water to just press on there, get it wet, and then I wipe it off, and it feels great. It feels relaxing. I wouldn't trade it for the world, and I think it's healthier than what you guys do, which is stupid and dumb. Okay, your turn. Go.
Okay, well, I personally think that bidets are just completely weird, Chen, right?
And even though it sounds like a bad concept to just rub it with anything, it actually doesn't hurt at all. I mean, the majority of the population don't use bidets. You're like some Japanese anime weird, because that's who uses it, right? I go to my grandpa's house. He has one of those, right? It's classic 70s, 70s tech, okay? You want to have the newest tech, the newest invention and innovation, paper towels, toilet paper, all right? Think of like a soft blanket, all right, before your asshole, all right? You gotta care for that, right? If you have a baby, you put a blanket over it. You don't splash it with water.
All right, your time's up. All right, my turn. All right, Daniel. All right.
This closing remarks. Closing remarks.
No. This is the rebuttal to the rebuttal. All right.
All right.
Okay. Honestly, Daniel. Honestly, your opinions are invalid. Okay, because obviously, right? That's like saying, oh, just because America eats fat things, does that mean everybody should eat fat things? No. Okay. Because not everybody's fat like us. Okay. If you didn't know, obesity can attack anybody, and it's not because they don't have self-control, it's just that they don't know when to quit. Okay, and also, bidets are much healthier than rubbing some little paper towel on your behind. I'm just saying that out of just obvious, like, I'm just being honest. It's just disgusting if you don't do that. Alright,
Your time's up?
Rebuttal.
Alright, starting now. Wait, starting.
It started already. It started already, Daniel.
Okay,
Hurry
who
up.
cares? Alright. So, if you think about it, the water can be contaminated. Where does that come from? That it comes from tap water? But what if you're splashing your ass water back into you? You can't completely trust these companies that you're buying these bidets from. They're completely foreign products. Sure, they may invent some of these or produce these in America, but they're not completely trusted. It's a new idea to all Americans, and I don't think that that's something that can be trusted yet until sent to space twice and used on Mars 3 times by Elon Musk himself. Because until then, we don't know just completely sure how safe these are.
Alright, hey, it's over, Hey, shut up.
Hey, you started the timer
Hey,
early,
no, you
right?
shut up!
You started the
Daniel,
timer
shut up
early!
right now, Daniel, shut up right now.
You started the timer early and you can't do anything about it.
Daniel, I swear, I will destroy you and everybody you love, okay? Daniel, just shut up. Alright,
Well,
I'm trying to do my thing, okay?
that was kind of scary.
Alright, so, what I have here is I have my closing remarks. I hope everybody's listening, because I am right about this, okay?
Stop
Okay?
using that one, dude.
Alright?
Unlucky.
I am right, Daniel. You are just wrong in your opinion. You're honestly invalid, and I sort of hate it. Daniel, can you stop? Can you stop? I'm trying to make my closing remarks, and you're messing it up. You are messing it up. Okay?
I didn't do anything. I have nothing.
30 seconds are left in the clock, and you are messing up my time, okay? I'm starting on my words because I just can't understand you. Okay. Sorry. I don't know what's wrong, okay? Alright.
Anyways, so really, what I want to say for my closing remarks, and you know what, I don't want to be a personal attack. I don't want it to be a personal attack. I hate you. My
That was an accident.
My time's.
Alright.
Go, hurry, go. Make your closing rebuttal. Make your closing rebuttal. Go.
I'll give you 15 more seconds.
No, I don't need 15 seconds. You go.
Alright, my turn? Alright, tell me when to start.
It started already.
Alright, so honestly, it's just pretty gay. Alright? Like
Okay, dude. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
It's pretty
no,
weird, Sean.
I'm taking your time because you took mine. It's not weird.
Alright.
It's not weird because
Okay,
it's
so
covering
we're
the
done.
rim. I'm washing my hands.
Okay.
I'm washing my hands.
You're ruining our friendship.
Dude,
You're ruining our friendship.
I'm washing
Stop
my
it. You gotta
hands.
stop right now. You
I'm
gotta
trying
stop.
to do. I'm trying to do my.
I think the debate was pretty formal. I enjoyed it, and we don't have any judges, so I think I will be the judge, and I say that I win. Thank you.
Just shut up. All right, and the next.
I'd like to thank my mom.
Thank you everybody for watching. Thank you everybody for watching the podcast. I know there are some turns. I know there are some twists, but I think everybody will enjoy it. I hope everybody comes back to watch the second part. This maybe in future episodes of the podcast. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe this episode and this channel if you want to see more.
Please come back next time.
Yes, please come back because I know this.
We're taking sponsors as well.
This content is very hard. Yes, sponsors. If you'd like to sponsor us, our email is not listed and it won't be. Thank you.
Thank you for your time. And I think we could close out with a little song that Bocaj and I
Yep.
know.
All right.
It's,
3, 2. We hope
Hope
you
you
enjoy
enjoyed
your stay.
day. And
It's good to have you with us, even if it's just for a day. We hope you enjoy your stay. Outside the sun is shining. Seems like heaven ain't far away.
But these are weird, champ.